I try to not get too panicked about anything I read in the news. I saw a headline on the Drudge Report this weekend that that initially I reacted pretty badly to, though, and it was the banner headline there on Drudge, and he was saying, I think it was something about the Pentagon was going to unleash cyber war on Russia, and Russia was preparing for nuclear war. And at first, I reacted pretty badly. I got worried. I've been sort of not stressing out about this whole Russia thing right now because historically, Russia's broke. The price of oil has them just scrounging. Their economy's in the toilet. Their population is crashing and aging rapidly. So I haven't been worried about this whole Russia thing. You know, even the Syria thing has been kind of silly to me. It wasn't a year ago that they were announcing that they had to cut back on their airstrikes because their airplanes couldn't operate in the sandy environment. It was over there. It was wearing the engine parts out too quick. So Russia shouldn't have been scaring me, but I saw that this weekend about the cyber warfare, and there's been all this stuff about Trump and Putin, and Putin wanting Trump to get elected, and for about 24 hours there, I started getting a little bit worried, and until I stopped and thought about it again. I didn't even stop and think about it. I just had a realization here at some point. There's no way that Putin wants Donald Trump elected. Russia has always had its best results with America under Democrat presidents, under Harry Truman, Franklin Roosevelt, Harry Truman, Woodrow Wilson, Kennedy. Even though I know the whole Cuban Missile Crisis thing, everyone acts like it was this big victory, but actually it was this ridiculous black eye. The fact that they put nuclear missiles 90 miles off our coast, and all they did was say, "Oh, sorry," and pull back. That's insane. The bare minimum, we should have invaded Cuba en masse, and hung the Castros from the nearest balcony. So Russia's always gotten away with murder under Democratic presidents. It had its worst periods under Nixon, who was no great conservative, don't get me wrong, but he was an amazing diplomat, and Reagan, who just opposed communism on every level, and through détente and ping pong and all that, and even Vietnam, which was another democratic communist boondoggle. But through all that, Nixon really curtailed the Soviet Union's options and then set up Reagan to be able to take them down. So I don't buy that Putin wants Trump elected. I don't know. There's no way. Not that Trump is any Ronald Reagan or even a Richard Nixon, but Russia and Vladimir Putin, they know Hillary Clinton, and they know how to work with her and around her and through her, and they know with liberals and Democrats that they can get away with murder, and that's all they want to do. They want to get as much as they can in the Ukraine and as much as they can in Syria, and try to get the price of oil back up without risking anything. They're playing a real low-risk game of chicken because they know as soon as they meet any resistance, they're going to back off and shut up because they can't fight us. They don't have the military, they don't have the planes, they don't have the money. They never have. And you know, in a nuclear war, I mean, they can't even beat us in a nuclear war. So we're being manipulated again, I think. All this stuff about Putin and Russia wanting Trump elected is this reverse psychology, the only way I know how to say it. They want Hillary elected, and they're trying to give her some help by claiming they want Trump and hoping they can drum up some nationalistic foreign policy, middle of the road support for Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton and the Democrats and Obama have been the greatest friend of despots and tyrants and global murderers since Jimmy Carter. And they don't want her to go anywhere. They love her. But all that being said, I caught myself in a little bit of, maybe not a panic, but a little bit of a fearful moment where I was like, oh my God, we're going to war. I've got a 17-year-old son. I mean, and I had to remind myself, and I guess that's the point of this video, is to remind all y'all that things are never, ever, never what they seem. And if you respond out of panic and fear, you're always going to get misled, because that's what the bad guys always want. They always want you afraid. They always want you reacting in panic. They always want you thinking that they're the only ones that can save you from some menace or another. And in this particular instance, I am 99.9% sure that Putin is trying to play the boogeyman under the bed to try to scare us all back to Hillary Clinton with the threat of nuclear war. Because Hillary Clinton can be bribed. Hillary Clinton can be bulldozed and snowed. Hillary Clinton will appoint generals and military officers who are weak and social experiments. You know, she's gonna promote women and gays and transgenders, and you know, it's all going to be quotas and whatnot, and it's going to weaken the military again, as usual, just like they did when Obama got. Well, the Clintons did this the first time around. I was in under Clinton the first time around, and they started promoting and appointing a bunch of quota type affirmative action quotas and weakened the military. Obama kept it up. The Clintons will keep it up. At this point, with 3 generations, 2 terms of Bill Clinton, 2 terms of Obama, and 2 terms of Hillary Clinton, if that were to happen, God forbid, they can completely change the officer corps of the military and gut our military effectiveness, all in the name of social engineering. But that's fear mongering as well. But if I'm wrong, well, I'm not wrong. But if I am wrong, there's a lot of similarities between a root cellar and a fallout shelter. So keep preparing. Thanks, guys.